Hey guys, welcome back to the Cult Classic Kids Show, and I've been playing some Crisis 2 on the hardest difficulty, which has been quite a bit of a challenge. But today we are going to be talking about Grand Theft Auto, the Trilogy, the Definitive Edition by Rockstar Games. And so far, the details that we got have been pretty solid overall. Rockstar has dropped some screenshots of all three games so that we can get an idea of how they're all going to look in this definitive edition. And first impressions being GTA 3 actually looks pretty damn good, better than what I would have anticipated it looking like, to be honest with you. The trilogy is officially dropping November 11th, 2021, so we're just a few weeks away. And I really do love getting announcements of releases that are right around the corner. But on Rockstar's website, it says three iconic cities, three epic stories, play the genre defining classics of the original Grand Theft Auto trilogy, that being Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Updated for a new generation, now with across the board enhancements, including brilliant new lighting and environmental upgrades with high resolution textures, increased draw distances, Grand Theft Auto 5 styled controls, and targeting, and much more, bringing these beloved worlds to life with all new levels of detail. So, overall, this is a remaster and not a remake, but there is a lot of good stuff here to offer. Honestly, I never really played GTA 3 very much, specifically because the controls were really wonky. It was the last one of the three that I did end up playing. So going from San Andreas to Vice City to then GTA 3, it was very difficult for me to make that adjustment to be able to play the game. So I'm really hoping that the controls will push me and entice me into play the game all the way through. So they go on to talk about the enhancements, the updated player experience, making it easier than ever to play these classic games, including Grand Theft Auto 5 styled controller layout, improved gunplay and targeting controls with upgraded drive-by control in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, upgraded weapon and radio station selection wheels, and I'm really hoping that all of the music in the original games do make a comeback because those soundtracks are iconic and amazing, and I really do not want them to change. Updated mini maps with enhanced navigation, allowing players to set waypoints to destinations. The ability to immediately restart a failed mission. This is a big one. Oh my god, always having to travel back to the restart point of a mission was an absolute nightmare in these games. And wow, when you realize that your voice is really fucked because you've been having coughing attacks for the past week. And the last updated player experience enhancement that they do list is plus new Rockstar Games Social Club accomplishments for members. I don't know if it's because I'm ignorant, but I really have no idea what the fuck that is. I remember the Rockstar Games Social Club being that app in which you can transfer your saved data from the GTA Online from PS3 or 360 over to next gen, or at the time next gen with the PS4 and Xbox One. But yeah, that's all I really recall in regards to that. Now moving on to enhanced visuals with improved graphical fidelity across all three games, including higher resolution textures, from characters to weapons, vehicles to roads, and much more for greater detail. A completely rebuilt lighting system with enhanced shadows, reflections, and more, improved water and weather effects, enhanced detail in trees and foliage, increased new distances to provide a new level of depth and definition. Definitely the higher resolutions is great. Also, better lighting, improved everything all around, but I think the best thing here, honestly, is the draw distance. We're going to be able to see way far in the distance. I do remember draw distances in those games, definitely leaving more to be desired overall. Also, I forgot to mention the definitive edition will be available digitally on November 11th through the PlayStation Store, the Microsoft Store on Xbox, the Nintendo eShop, and the Rockstar Games Launcher, with physical release for Xbox Series X and S and Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PS4 on December 7th. And they also go on to list platform specific features that are on there, including 4K resolution support with up to 60 FPS performance for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X systems, NVIDIA DLSS support for PC, and touchscreen camera zooming pans and menu selections, as well as gyro aiming for the Nintendo Switch. So it looks like everyone's getting a little something something. But damn, it's been a while since Grand Theft Auto's been on a handheld. Wow. Clearly, the Switch isn't getting 60 FPS support, it seems, but hey, it's gonna be on the Switch, which is pretty cool in its own right. And here's where things start to get a little bit controversial. Players will also be able to experience Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the definitive edition, with Xbox Games Pass starting November 11th. Then it also goes on to say Grand Theft Auto 3, the definitive edition, will be available on PlayStation Now starting December 7th. Oh, yeah, Xbox definitely paid more and got the better deal on that end. In my opinion, they definitely got the better game in San Andreas, and it will be day one on Games Pass. Then, with PlayStation Now, Grand Theft Auto 3 will be available when the physical copies of this game release on December 7th. The Games Pass thing definitely works out for me personally, being that we will have Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, my personal favorite GTA. It will be available on launch on Games Pass, so that'll be able to hold me over up until the official physical release, and I'll probably end up getting that on the PlayStation if I'm completely honest. But yeah, overall, this remaster does sound pretty solid, and a big reason I am also happy that it's coming to Games Pass is because I want to test and see how this game is. And what I mean by that in particular is in regards to censorship. If they censor anything about this game, if they dumb anything down, if they remove any music, if they do anything strange that isn't a genuine release of the original content that they gave us many years ago, it will indefinitely tarnish how I feel about this remaster personally. If they cannot stay true to the source material, to the original content that came out long ago, if they are ashamed of it in modern day, in regards to the crude humor or the outright violence that made Rockstar Games what it is today, then I will probably avoid buying this release, or I may just buy it used, or I may end up sailing the high seas whenever I do build my PC. So yeah, if they do pull a Mass Effect Remaster trilogy in any way, shape, or form, I will lose interest. But overall, with what is presented to us, with what we do know about this release, everything seems to be pretty solid. And looking at the trailer, wow, some of these images in motion when they basically show you the original version, then basically what they worked on. Clearly, they did put a lot of work in for a remaster. This isn't something that was easy to do by any means. PS2 Rockstar will always be elite Rockstar to me personally, so the fact that they are revisiting these games and re-releasing them, and everyone's getting them, which is pretty cool. It is really strange that they're doing this whole Games Pass and PlayStation Now thing. It is cool that each service is getting something on it, but yeah, in terms of comparing what they got, PlayStation Now definitely takes an L when you do compare to what Xbox Games Pass got with getting San Andreas day one. So yeah, guys, I'm pretty much cautiously excited. I can't really help but be excited because I do love these games so much. I do own physical copies of them on the PS2. I also do own San Andreas on PS4 via PS2 backwards compatibility digitally. And in regards to game preservation slash the possibility of censorship, do you guys think I should also get Vice City as well? Because a really big reason why I am cautiously excited is specifically because they are delisting every digital version of these games off of pretty much everywhere it is available. That is pretty much kind of what mainly has me on my toes. But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think about what you saw with this remaster, the photos, the video, the features. Are you guys more excited for this than the GTA 5 re-release, or are you more interested in possibly getting a GTA 4 remaster in the future? Follow me over on Twitter. The link is in the description. And if you can, like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel if you like my content. With all that being said, guys, I'm out. Peace.